You have stumbled upon Schitt's Corner, the place everybody talks about, but nobody knows where it is. Now, this little gem has shown up. Magic the Gathering Battlegrounds. An old game, a very big favorite of mine. To be honest, I didn't know very much about Magic the Gathering to begin with, and I still don't know much about it. Besides, it's a card game, apparently. But this game, also focusing, of course, on the cards, but here you get to be a duelist. So you have an arena where you play it out. And in this one, we will, of course, be taking on our quests.
All that remains are the memories. They take me back to the land where I was raised. And I remember the day I left that place, forever. I remember the feeling, the knowledge even, that I was destined for greatness. But most of all, I remember Thea, my mentor and confidant. I had never seen her so troubled.
Your training is at an end. It is time you met your destiny.
For reasons long forgotten, 3 mighty duelists fought an epic battle. Of hatred, betrayal, and destruction. Their battle touched off a maelstrom and engulfed us all. The world crumbled, and the vermin inherited the earth. When I regained my senses, Thea was gone, yet I understood my purpose. This talisman would be the key, and it was from this blighted place that I began my quest.
Chapter 1. Enter the Duelist. Chapter 1 welcomes Elcon. As an initiate, you must learn how to cast spells of various types, and then learn the best ways to combine them. You will earn 1 red spell from most of the quests you complete. Red spells reflect the power of fire and chaos, and are well known for their aggressive nature. You will need them all to defeat the supreme green duelist, Multani, and acquire his fragment of the talisman. Mana Glade. Learn the secret power of mana crystals. Well, let's do that, shall we? Collect 3 mana crystals that rise from the ground. I am not sure what is this. Gathering mana crystals. You have picked up your first mana crystal. Notice how your mana bar at the top of the screen now contains 1 full mana crystal. This means that you have 1 mana to spend once you have a spell to cast. Gather 2 more crystals to complete this quest. Arrows will point to mana crystals that are off screen. And that's it. Great! You now have 2 mana crystals and must collect 1 more. Each time you pick up a mana crystal, a mana timer begins that determines when the next one appears. The faster you pick up a mana crystal, the faster the next one will appear. Pop, 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 pop. Congratulations! You have collected 3 mana crystals. Mana is used for casting spells and shielding damage. You will learn these 2 skills in the next few quests. So we will. Attack training. Learn how to deal damage to other creatures with your attack. You can deal damage to creatures and duelists by using your attack. By pressing space, your duelist will attack the creature or duelist closer to you for 1 damage. Run toward the target as you attack for the best chance of hitting it before it hits you. Your attack also works on flying creatures. Press the space key to try your attack now. Good job! It's time to practice your attack on another creature. It is possible to attack a creature before and just after it attacks you. Kill 5 Defiant Elves with your attack to complete this quest.
Defiant Elf.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting, isn't it? Hi-ya! Great! You have dealt 1 damage to a Defiant Elf, killing it. Note, you cannot use your attack to damage a creature while it is fighting another creature. Attack 4 more Defiant Elves to complete this quest.
Defiant Elf.
Mana Shards. You have picked up a Mana Shard. Mana Shards replenish your mana bar and are dropped by destroyed creatures. Always pick them up to gain mana. Let's see. Yikes.
Defiant Elf.
Oh no. What are a defenseless woman supposed to
Defiant
do?
Elf.
Hi-ya!
Defiant Elf.
Ooh. Congratulations! You have mastered the skill of attacking. That skill will be tested in many quests ahead. Shield training. Learn how to shield yourself from damage. By pressing the control key, you activate a shield. Okay with that? That reduces most damage dealt to you by half. Rounded down. Shielding costs mana, so use it carefully. Press control to test your shield now. Ooh. Now it's time to practice your shielding on another creature. Shield yourself from 5 Elvish warrior attacks to complete this quest.
Elvish warrior.
Oh, that's not good. Outstanding! You have successfully shielded the damage. Notice that the elf's attack dealt 1 damage to you instead of 2. Now shield against 4 more Elvish warriors attacks to complete this quest. You have crossed over to the enemy duelist side of the arena. If you stay here too long, you will begin to take damage. You cannot cast spells or use your shield until you return to your side. You can collect mana crystals and shards. No, dang it. You cannot cast spells or use your shield while on the enemy side of the arena. Move back to your side to cast a spell or use your shield. Yeah, okay, fine. Get over with it. One more, I suppose? No. Congratulations! You have mastered the skill of shielding. You have also earned your first creature spell. Finally. You've completed a quest. As a reward, you've learned a new creature spell. Goblin Hero. Learn to summon your first creature. Now it begins to be a little bit more interesting though. Well, I know I said interesting, but bear with me. Summon your newly earned Goblin Hero to defeat the Duelist. You must use Goblin Hero at least once to complete this quest.
Duel.
Let's see. Is that, if I correct, yeah. You have picked enough mana crystals to summon a Goblin Hero. You may do so by pressing K to select your creature spells from your spellbook and then pressing K to again to summon the hero. Okay.
Goblin Hero.
Creature summon. Great! You have summoned your first creature. Notice the marks at its feet. The marks on the left are its power, how much damage it deals per attack. The markers on the right are its toughness, how much damage it can take before being destroyed. This can also be represented as 2-2, power and toughness. Excellent. Your goblin heroes have dealt 2 damage to the enemy. The enemy duelist life drops by 2, as indicated by the life bar on the right. If a duelist life reaches 0, that duelist loses.
Goblin hero.
Creature respawn. Your goblin hero respawn to its starting location. Nearly all creatures respawn after attacking.
Goblin hero.
Engulfing flames.
Creature toughness. The enemy has cast Engulfing Flames on your goblin hero, dealing 1 damage to it. The goblin's toughness has been reduced by 1. Summon more goblin heroes. You can control up to 5 creatures at a time.
Engulfing flames. Engulfing flames.
Goblin hero.
Engulfing flames.
Goblin hero.
Engulfing flames.
You've completed the quest. As a reward, you learned a new sorcery spell, Engulfing Flames. Engulfing Flames deals 1 damage to a close enemy creature or duelist. If a creature takes damage from this spell and is destroyed before its respawn, it cannot regenerate. Defiant Ones. You now possess a sorcery spell. See if you can master its power. Before each quest, you can edit your spellbook. You can add, remove, and change positions of spells within it. Each quest has a unique spellbook that you can modify. It holds up to 10 spells, so keep all of your spells in your spellbook until it is full. Let's see, can we accept this in any way? Continue, I suppose. Cast Engulfing Flames and Goblin Hero to defeat the enemy duelist. You must use Engulfing Flames at least once to complete the quest.
Duel.
Engulfing flame.
Engulfing Flames cast. You've cast your new Engulfing Flames sorcery. This deals 1 damage to the closest enemy creature or duelist. Hiya!
Goblin hero. Defiant elf.
I will use a flame there. Your goblin hero is fighting an enemy defiant elf. Creatures fight until 1 is dealt lethal damage.
Goblin hero. Defiant elf. Engulfing flame.
There we go.
Defiant elf. Engulfing flame. Goblin hero.
Perfect.
Do you really think you could win?
You have completed the quest. As a reward, you'll learn a new enchantment spell. Fervor Enchantment. Fervor gives all of the controller's creature haste. Time runs out. This duelist doesn't think you can win before time runs out. And continue. Away with the cursor. Time runs out. Cast Fervor to defeat the enemy in the allotted time. You have full mana bar, so cast quickly. Note the creatures either have haste or do not, so casting 2 Fervor enchantments is useless. You must use Fervor once.
Duel.
Fervor.
And
Goblin hero. Goblin hero. Goblin hero. Goblin hero. Goblin hero.
each duelist can control only 5 creatures at once. You have now reached that limit. And also
Did
won.
you really think you could win?
You have completed the quest. As a reward, you've learned a new creature spell. Raging Goblin. Attack of the Elves. In the forest, a green duelist challenges you. Defeat the enemy duelist with all the spells at your disposal. Use your attack by pressing space key to deal damage to the creature. Concentrate on using the attack against creatures with 1 toughness to conserve mana. You must use Raging Goblins to complete the quest. Yes, yes.
Duel.
Engulfing flame.
Hiya!
Elvish warrior. Raging goblin. Defiant elf. Goblin hero. Goblin hero.
His own. Yep, I'll take those. And take that. Take that.
Goblin hero.
There you go.
Raging goblin. Engulfing flame.
Perfect. Yes. Good to me. Perfect. Let me get that.
Engulfing flame.
Some
Goblin
more
hero.
heroes.
Goblin. Defiant elf. Did you really think you could win?
Pathetic. If you complete the quest, learn sorcery spell, Reckless Charge. Gives the caster's classic creature a 3+0 bonus plus haste until it responds. Reckless Life. Another duelist doesn't think you can win in the allotted time, even with your new sorcery. Let's see about that, shall we? Oh, wait. Can I? Move, right, continue. Do whatever it takes to defeat the enemy before time runs out. You have full mana bar, so cast quickly. Okay.
Duel.
Fervor.
Let's see if we can do anything here.
Goblin hero. Reckless charge.
You've successfully cast Reckless Charge. Notice how your creature has haste and its power has increased by 3. As with all sorceries that enhance creatures, this effect wears off as soon as the creature respawns.
Engulfing flame.
But can it
Reckless
be
charge.
in... Yes, we can do that.
Reckless charge. Reckless charge. Reckless charge. Reckless charge.
That should do it.
Did you really think you could win?
Nice. You've completed a quest, earned a new creature spell, Goblin Sky Raider. Look to the skies. As you surely know by now, green's ground dominance is formidable. Use all the spells at your disposal to take out the enemy duelist. Repeatedly pressing the I key helps you replenish mana just a little faster. Each press of the I key gives you a tiny sliver of mana. It's not worth pressing all the time, but it can help in tight situations. You must use Goblin Sky Raider at least once to complete this quest. Huh.
Duel.
That thing I did not know. I'm just spamming that key now. Let's see. That's that. And we can do this.
Goblin hero.
Reckless Charge. For you.
Goblin sky.
Excellent! You have summoned your first flying creature. Flying creatures cannot be attacked by most ground creatures, so they usually meet little resistance attacking the enemy duelist.
Raging goblin. Defiant elf. Reckless charge. Reckless charge.
There we go.
Elvish warrior. Raging goblin. Defiant elf.
This should
Raging goblin.
pretty well.
Reckless charge.
Go, get him.
Elvish warrior.
Ow. That's not good.
Raging goblin. Reckless charge. Defiant elf. Reckless charge.
And that should finish it.
Did you really think you could win?
As request is a role you learn new sorcery spell, Scorching Missiles. Oh, Scorching Missile deals 4 damage direct to the enemy duelist. Scorch Earth. Giant spiders have been spotted near here. Learn how to punch through a strong defense and defeat the enemy duelist. You must use Scorching Missile at least once.
Duel. Defiant Elf.
Let's see. Scorching Missile.
Elvish Warrior.
Now, the Scorching Missile, as I recall it, it goes directly through to the
Raging Goblin.
duelist behind.
Defiant Elf.
Raging Goblin.
Take that. You come here.
Defiant Elf. Elvish Warrior.
Scorching Missile.
If I'm not mistaken. Yes, that's correct.
Raging Goblin.
Take care of him. And
Defiant Elf.
Raging Goblin.
just one more.
Defiant Elf.
Oh, come on.
Defiant Elf.
And death to you as well.
Elvish Warrior.
And you.
Defiant Elf.
Raging Goblin. Reckless Charge.
Elvish
Goblin
Warrior.
Hero.
Defiant
Reckless
Elf.
Charge.
Giant Spiders is a blocker, which means that it stays where summoned and attacks and any enemy creatures or duelist that comes near it. It is also special because it is a ground creature that can attack flying creatures.
Raging Goblin. Reckless Charge.
Giant Spider.
Stupid Squeedle.
Goblin Hero. Reckless
Elvish Warrior.
Charge. Raging Goblin. Reckless Charge.
Perfect.
Giant Spider.
Goblin Hero. Reckless Charge. Raging Goblin. Reckless Charge.
Hopefully that will... Yes, yes, yes.
Reckless Charge. Reckless Charge.
Come on, come on. Yes.
Giant Spider.
Reckless Charge.
Go, get him.
Raging Goblin.
Scorching Missile.
Scorching Missile. Did you really think you could win?
Great. Learn a creature spell, Retromancer. Deals 3 damage to any duelist to target it with a sorcery. A blue duelist enters the scene, full of deception and deceit. Blue Morning. This blue duelist likes to unsummon this creature. You now have more than 3 creature spells in your spellbook. To access your Retromancer spell, on the second page of your creature spell list, press the K key to select your creature list. The U and O key allow you to cycle through spell pages. Spellbook page flipping applies to sorcery or enchantment spell lists as well. You must use Retromancer at least once. Okay.
Engulfing Flame.
So that's then requires 4.
Engulfing Flame.
Windrake.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
Goblin
mainly
Sky
use air. This could be better, I suppose. Let me get that one, and let me
Goblin
just...
Sky Raider. Engulfing Flame.
There we go.
Windrake.
Engulfing Flame.
That is a bit cheaper.
Goblin Hero. Engulfing Flame.
Let's do this and this. I'll take that, please.
Engulfing Flame. Retromancer.
Retromancer deals 3 damage to any duelist who casts a sorcery on it. This works both ways, so be careful when casting Reckless Charge.
Engulfing Flame. Unsummon.
Notice that the duelist has cast Unsummon on your creature. Unsummon is a blue sorcery that forces the closest enemy creature to respawn.
Windrake.
Unsummon.
Now, that's just stupid.
Unsummon. Retromancer. Retromancer.
Let's get cooking.
Did you really think you could win?
And new sorcery spell, Threaten. Gives the caster control over the closest enemy creature, gives the creature haste and makes it attack the enemy duelist until it respawns. The bigger they come. You must now face the mightiest green creature of them all. Oh, what is that now? Figure out how to defeat the enemy. It may seem impossible, but where there's a will, there's a way. You must use Threaten at least once to complete this quest.
Duel. Defiant Elf. Elvish Warrior. Defiant Elf.
Raging Goblin.
Defiant Elf. Defiant Elf.
Raging Goblin.
How is that?
Defiant Elf.
Oh, that's not good, that's not good. Let's see, he's 5. You go, you go.
Defiant Elf.
Raging Goblin. Reckless Charge.
Yes, to be sure. Now he
Elvish
is
Warrior.
definitely charging up.
Defiant Elf.
Raging Goblin. Reckless Charge.
Defiant Elf. Elvish Warrior.
Raging Goblin. Reckless Charge.
How many mana crystals does he need?
Goblin Sky Raider.
Giant
Reckless
Spider.
Charge.
Go get him, boy.
Scorching Missile.
Of Might.
This is not good, not good, not good, not good. Ah! Some green creatures have the trample ability. Creatures with trample always attack and do not respawn until they successfully attack the enemy duelist. Creatures with trample lose power equal to the damage they deal to other creatures until they respawn. Avatar of Might has trample. Let's see. Let's take that to our advantage, shall we?
Reckless Charge.
Defiant Elf.
This is not good. This is a bummer. This is gonna hurt. What? Let's see. Use Threaten again, I suppose.
Threaten.
No, come on, come on, come on.
Defiant Elf. Defiant
That was
Elf.
a close one.
Defiant Elf. Defiant Elf. Defiant Elf. Defiant Elf. Defiant Elf. Defiant Elf.
Well, isn't he busy? Oh, dang it. Well, that was fun.
Avatar of Might.
Threaten.
Take that.
Engulfing Flame.
Defiant Elf.
Did you really think you could win?
Mwahaha. Learn a new creature spell, Goblin King. Gives each goblin a +1/1 bonus as long as it lives. This bonus does not apply to Goblin King. King's Run. The denizens of the forest prove to be intimidating foes. Let's continue that, shall we? King's Run. Turn back the elvish hordes and defeat the enemy duelists. Must use Goblin King at least once.
Engulfing Flame.
Ow. Not that. The enemy has summoned a Llanowar Elf, which is a creature that can create mana shards. Creatures with abilities like this always move to the back of the arena, where they perform their function.
Llanowar Elf.
Great.
Defiant Elf. Raging Goblin. Elvish Warrior.
I have a
Raging
bad
Goblin.
feeling about this.
Reckless Charge. Elvish Warrior.
Like, really bad feeling about this.
Defiant Elf. Raging Goblin. Reckless Charge. Elvish Warrior. Fervor. Defiant Elf. Raging Goblin. Defiant Elf. Raging Goblin. Defiant Elf. Elvish Warrior.
I'll take that.
Defiant Raging Goblin. Reckless Charge. Elvish Warrior. Defiant Elf.
Let's see.
Raging Goblin.
This.
Reckless Charge. Elvish Warrior. Defiant Elf. Goblin Hero. Goblin Sky Raider.
Ah, not that one.
Defiant Elf.
I was supposed to pick up the king.
Goblin King. Giant Spider. Goblin Hero. Defiant Elf. Goblin King. Raging Goblin. Defiant Elf.
I'll take them. Yeah.
Defiant Elf. Goblin King. Raging Goblin. Defiant Elf. Did
Nice.
you really think you could win?
I rolled a new creature spell, Magma Giant. Deals 2 damage to all creatures and duelist when it comes into play. Spawn with Destruction. A new green spell promises to be problematic. Spawn with Destruction. Defeat the enemy duelist before he overruns you with creatures. When summoned, Magma Giants deal 2 damage to all creatures and duelists. The enemy will cast Overrun, which gives each of his creatures 3+3+, and Trample. You must use Magma Giant at least once. Let's see, so... Ah.
Llanowar Elf.
Engulfing Flame.
Llanowar Elf.
Engulfing Flame.
Can't let him get them.
Llanowar Elf.
Engulfing Flame. Engulfing Flame.
Llanowar Elf.
Come on.
Engulfing Flame.
Thank you.
Llanowar Elf.
Engulfing Flame. Engulfing Flame.
Llanowar Elf. Llanowar Elf.
Oh, it's not working. How much for the Magma Giant?
Llanowar Elf.
I'll take that.
Magma Giant.
Elvish Warrior. Llanowar Elf.
Perfect.
Llanowar Elf. Llanowar Elf.
Well, if you don't want it, I'll take it.
Magma
Llanowar
Giant.
Elf.
Even if I lose health.
Llanowar Elf.
This should work.
Llanowar Elf. Llanowar Elf.
Goblin Hero.
Llanowar
Goblin
Elf.
Hero. Goblin King.
Llanowar
And
Elf.
let's just wait for the magma. Can I? No, oh yes.
Did
Perfect.
you really think you could win?
Great. Let's see what we get. Learned a new enchantment spell. Gratuitous Violence. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's an enchantment that doubles the damage dealt by the controller's creature. Violent tendencies. Yet another duelist does not think you can win quickly enough. Oh dear. Time is short and you must defeat this enemy duelist. You have a full mana bar, so cast quickly.
Duel.
Gratuitous Violence.
Yeah. Wow, I am...
Raging Goblin. Raging Goblin. Raging Goblin. Raging Goblin. Goblin King.
Let's just take a Goblin King then. 4 seconds left.
Did you really think you could win?
learned a quest, blah blah blah. Not learned a quest. I've completed a quest. As a reward, I have learned a new creature spell, Volcanic Dragon. Flying and have haste. The forces of green magic have gathered to finish you once and for all. Sounds promising. The enemy duelist has amassed quite an army. Find a way to beat the odds and win the battle. Must use Volcanic Dragon. Okay, okay, I see. Oh, wow, okay. Already.
Elvish warrior.
This is not fair.
Elvish warrior.
Go take care of that, please.
Llanowar elf.
I sense overrun is on the way, maybe?
Engulfing flame.
Elvish warrior.
Engulfing flame.
Elvish warrior.
Raging goblin. Reckless charge. Raging goblin.
Elvish warrior.
Take care of that. That.
Raging goblin. Raging goblin. Raging goblin.
I got that. And with you.
Raging goblin. Raging goblin. Reckless charge.
Elvish warrior.
Doesn't seem like he's using it, which is
Raging
good.
goblin. Raging goblin. Gratuitous violence.
Tranquility.
Raging goblin.
Ah, of course he can.
Raging goblin.
How on earth are we supposed to get through
Elvish
this?
warrior.
Perhaps
Elvish warrior.
Raging goblin.
this.
Raging goblin. Raging goblin. Raging goblin.
Let's see. We could, of course, try to make this. And after that,
Elvish warrior. Llanowar elf. Llanowar elf.
Raging goblin. Raging goblin.
try to go for the Volcanic Dragon.
Volcanic dragon.
There we go.
Raging
This
goblin.
could maybe turn the tide. I'm not sure.
Elvish warrior. Elvish warrior.
Raging goblin. Raging goblin.
Let's see. That's not good.
Raging goblin. Gratuitous violence. Did
Perfect.
you really think you could win?
Inferno. Deals 6 damage to all creatures and duelists. Multani. Marrow Sorcerer. Multani, Marrow Sorcerer, is being controlled by an unseen hand. He fights against his will and won't hesitate to destroy you. Now let's see if we can do this. Or if I'm a bit rusty. Defeat Multani, the Marrow Sorcerer.
Duel.
Engulfing flame.
Okay. And I know he will use Overrun
Engulfing flame.
at some point, that is.
Engulfing flame. Engulfing flame. Raging goblin.
Take that.
Untamed wilds.
Ah, that's not good.
Defiant elf. Defiant elf.
Come on, man.
Defiant elf.
Magma giant.
I could buy some time.
Untamed wilds.
Reckless charge. Engulfing flame.
Yes. Yes, baby.
Rushwood elemental.
Oh, that's not good.
Reckless charge.
Get him!
Defiant elf.
Inferno.
Burn.
Elvish warrior.
Oh.
Raging Goblin. Raging Goblin.
And that has trembled. That is not good.
Retromancer.
Maybe.
Raging Goblin. Raging Goblin.
Ah.
Raging Goblin. Reckless Charge.
Brushwood elemental.
Can I maybe place
Magma
this now?
Giant.
Thank you. I just need 4 more mana crystals to Scorching Missile, and then I can finish him off.
Scorching Missile.
I think. Ow, come
Raging
on.
Goblin.
Howard.
Giant growth.
Raging
No
Goblin.
giant growth.
Reckless Charge.
Thank you.
Brushwood elemental.
Scorching Missile.
At last, my servitude has ended, and I am at peace with the forest.
The first step of your quest is complete, and the green stone is now yours. But there is still much to do. Castle Lucitos is in peril. Its angels have flown. Go to them now. Seek out the holiest of the holy, the giver of light.
Completed a quest. Reward. Creature spell. Elvish warrior. Chapter 2. Nature's Wrath. You have mastered red magic and possesses the one piece of the talisman. Your victory over Multani was impressive. However, you must master all 5 colors of magic to achieve your final goal. As an acolyte, you will learn green spells, which are unparalleled at creating powerful creatures and making them even more powerful. Once you've learned them all, you must defeat Akroma, an angel and master of white magic. Good luck. So this was a little short introduction, I hope. And hopefully you like to see this, and you could be looking forward to see more of this. Magic the Gathering Battlegrounds. Coming to a screen near you. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.